see a lot in the future of real estate technology, but when I think about the future, I also think about the past. And real estate owners have a primary job of typically getting capital from investors and deploying that capital effectively, and ideally returning a lot more capital back to the investors than they started with. And that core job has not changed. You need to be able to deploy that capital very effectively, and I think that that is where the biggest opportunity and innovation has come from technology. How can technology help real estate owners, operators, investors, managers, and even tenants deploy their capital in a way that's much more effective for themselves and for their investors? And the way that that will happen is they will aggregate data through smart technology that allows them to do their work or workflow more effectively, and they will leverage the data output in order to make future decisions in ways that they never would have been able to do otherwise, relying on spreadsheets or binders of paper. And I think you're seeing that across the board in real estate, and you will continue to see it in the future. And the folks that are leveraging that technology will have an advantage over those that are not. The most essential technologies for real estate industry players right now really map the core competencies of real estate owners. Buying and selling assets is a core responsibility for real estate owners. Technology that can help enabling acquiring and or growing the revenue streams of assets more effectively will really be essential over time. Leasing is also really essential. You can't buy a building and not think about leasing it up over time. So technology that helps you drive leasing will be critical and is definitely essential. And lastly, and I think the most important, is actually deploying capital through those assets when you acquire them. In order to get to the leasing, you have to spend money on the assets. Upgrading, retrofitting, getting tenants in, improving lobbies, and even building onto additional buildings. All of that value add work is hyper critical and truly essential for every real estate owner, and technology that allows you to drive returns for your investors by helping you get more effective in your project spend is truly essential. Tenants and occupiers of the space are the customers of real estate owners, so it's very interesting and important to watch their use of technology. And what we're seeing at Honest Buildings is the fastest growing companies who are really becoming the biggest tenants of the largest owners really globally are starting to leverage technologies in ways that they haven't in the past. And specifically, we've had a front row seat to see many of the biggest and fastest growing, most innovative technology companies leverage our platform to help them deploy their capital throughout their built sort of footprint. All the different offices that folks are building and different chains that are popping up, they all have the similar problem to real estate owners, where they actually have to think about the effectiveness of all of that capital that's being deployed through the built space, and seeing them leverage our platform and other platforms to help use technology to make better decisions and keep that spend down is something that I think you'll continue to see going forward in the future.